I'm Corine.
And I'm Jen.
And you're watching the Discover New Artists podcast. This is a show where you get to find out about some of Montreal's emerging and established artists.
Today we're going to be talking to Komodo.
Hi. Okay. Hi, my name is Komodo. People also know me as Eric. I'm a multidisciplinary artist and community worker, and I'm just very happy to be here.
Yay. So, Komodo, for people who don't know about you, how would you describe your artistry?
It's quite based in dance. So my background in dance is mostly in street dance styles. So ranging from salsa to voguing to whacking. And so I participate in these communities here in Montreal. And I also do burlesque. And so I do some stripping, some teasing on some of the stages in Montreal too.
So you've been, your journey has been like long and you've tried a lot of different things. Mm-hmm. How did you find your personal style? Whether you're playing piano, you're dancing salsa, you're doing whacking, and you're trying all these styles. How do you find your way of expressing these things?
Mm-hmm. I think I've noticed that's been recurring in all these different styles. Is that fundamentally you gotta learn the bass. You gotta learn to have a good, strong foundation.
Yeah.
And so really learn the technique, the history, the structure of it, and then you can add your own flavor. So that's kind of what I did with salsa, having to learn how it's like to dance on 1 and 2, and then actually I like to move this way, that way, and then voguing as well, and then walking. That kind of similarly went through the same passage. And I would say recently the last 2 styles, I've looked at, well, how do I want to integrate that with my own Asian identity? And it just so happens with Old Way and Rocking, there are influences from East Asian culture. For example, Old Way is influenced a lot by martial arts, like Kung Fu, and Whacking is with the weapon and the nunchuck.
Oh, yeah, right. You were teaching me that in the park and I was like, what the hell?
Yeah. So in those ways, it's kind of I've been able to kind of discover and reclaim my own Asian identity through these movements, and then therefore personalize it.
It's amazing. Yeah, I like how you said you have to learn the bass, because when you get into something, it's very easy to be like, I want to do the fancy stuff, but you have to learn the rules before you can break them.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. That's a great way of saying it. Yeah.
Same with Muay Thai, because I train, I'm like, I want to do but the fundamentals is super, super important for anything.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And does Montreal as a city inspire your art? How do you find it to be a space where it's encouraging you to thrive in your art forms?
Certainly, I feel like it's in the DNA of the city to be. It's so
intentional.
Hence why we're doing DNA. It is in the DNA, let's call it that, of the city to be creative. I think that's kind of what gravitated me to move to Montreal. I'm originally from Edmonton, Alberta, it's a different kind of city. Here, there's just a lot of creatives. Period. You get a lot of different kinds of artists, like performers, even in the performing scene. You have circus artists. You have dancers. You have so many kinds of visual artists. You have it's just such a strong concentration of creativity here. So being in a space like Montreal, you just your everyday, you'll meet somebody like, oh, I do this kind of art or this kind of art. I'm like, oh, cool. And there's just a lot of openness, I think, to
Yeah.
talk about our arts and then our art forms, and then maybe like that could lead to collaborations. I know that's what's happened to me. So yeah.
If you could speak to your younger self, because you know you're really old now.
We're talking.
He's older than me.
Doesn't look it.
I'm actually 70 something.
Well preserved.
Yeah. So if you could speak to your younger self,
Yeah.
what would you say?
I would say, you know, I think like since I was young, I had a tendency to be really ambitious.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. Jed knows the story back. You know, I would say like tone it down. Yeah,
Tone it down.
Yeah, tone it down. Like it's okay. It's okay to tone it down. You know, like I think for me, ambition doesn't come from like a specific kind of like goal. I think like I'm gonna do this and do this and do this and do this and do this.
Right.
And it's like, you know what? I think sometimes enough is enough, you know? Like, I think sometimes I get into thinking like, oh my God, doing this is not enough, doing this is not enough. Like, whoa, you know, like, take a step back, take a pause,
Take a
and be
breather.
like, yeah, take a breather, and be like, you know, it's what you're doing is so enough, you know, and just appreciate that. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you feel like it came from not feeling enough, like as a person? Is that's
Yeah,
what you're saying?
I was.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, in general.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna ask if it's also from both of your perspective, this Asian overachiever, your parents put a lot of pressure on you, or was this really just from a deep personal?
For me, yeah. I think my parents were really, like, really good in the sense of like just letting me be. And like I think, I don't know. I mean, are we having therapy right now? Yeah, but I know there's something in there. It's like it's just like constant thing that I still live with. I mean, I think everyone has different life
for sure.
challenges, and that's what it is for me. So yeah.
So for all the people that are tuning in, whether they're artists or people who are just interested in art, is there any sort of message that you'd like to share with them?
Yeah, so I think like, you know, whoever's watching this, maybe you're an artist too. I would say like, what I find is important in my experience as an artist is to also be involved in your community. You know, whether that's through advocacy or through like being actively involved, or you know, like taking direct inspiration and like creating art based on what you're seeing on community issues. Yeah, I think that's important. Like me personally, that my community that inspires me and that I stay involved is Montreal's Chinatown, and I get the privilege to collaborate with Jen to create this beautiful program that we have called Python. It's a queer and intergenerational project. Through that program, like I've also just got to learn so much about our communities, also about our cultures, and that has influenced my art. So yeah.
There's a lot to know about Chinatown that most people don't know. It's just, there's so many layers that there's like, oh, the shopping, the food, and whatever, but there's so many layers, and it's kind of crazy, like in a good way, you know.
Yeah.
And I got to see the work that people are doing, you know, with the community, and it's really amazing. And you're bringing everyone together. It's like a continuation of the heritage of seeing in Chinatown.
Oh, that makes me feel really, really nice inside. I like that's our hope, is that you know, we can contribute to Chinatown's evolving identity, and that, you know, hopefully it will stay around for hundreds of years.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Komodo.
Thank you, Komodo.
It's a pleasure.
And this was another episode of
The Discover New Artist
Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
Tune in next time. put that in. Like I definitely feel it from whenever we work together.
Right.
Like in a more professional sense, whatever. I mean, yeah, professional. It is professional. Just because we're not getting paid right now doesn't mean it's not professional. But
Yes,
I can sense
yes.
like exactly. Yeah. So it's professional.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I feel that from both of you, like in our projects that we work on together. So
Mm-hmm.
it's good to like. It's like greater than the sum of our parts. You know.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Period.
Period.